Miku be like, my gig at Coachella got cancelled. Give me money.
Hatsune Miku needs your help. She needs the digits on the front of your credit card along with the expiration date and the 3 digits at the back.
Nothing better than starting with a fraud.
What? I died. Whatever.
We made a joke about fraud, and the podcast has started now. So welcome
God.
everyone to another episode of Dia.log, the Game of Matters podcast.
Oh boy.
Things have escalated in the past 2 weeks. Like, shit has escalated in the past 3 days, let alone the past 2 weeks. So much fucking shit has happened. Someone broke the monkey's paw. I have this is the quarantine edition, guys. I hope you're staying indoors. Thankfully for us, this is always how we've recorded the podcast. So fuck. Guess everyone's copying us now, is what I'm saying. Every single podcast that's recording remotely now are copying us. We started this. We were the first remotely recorded podcast, is what I'm saying. We are the absolute only ones who have thought of this. Trust me, but don't worry, don't even bother looking it up. That's how you know we're the ones who started it. You know what I blame? I blame all the fucking... We may have broken the apocalypse joke too much.
2 big predictions. No, 2 of our best bits have turned into the grim reality that is 2020. So,
which were those bits again?
welcome to the pre-apocalypse, and Tone M wearing a Terry Bogard cap. So, be careful with our words. Our words have meaning. It's not just Kojima. We also have some powers that we need to be aware and careful.
God damn it. So if we could all just make jokes about me being rich, that'd be great. I have to say though, like, I was waiting for this to happen, and then it finally happened. I was doing my weekly Facebook check, because I don't go on Facebook all that often. And I see one of my more devout friends on Facebook, and I'm like, oh god, okay, we know where this is going. And he goes, look, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying anything. Just saying. Bible said this is what will happen. And I'm like, you just couldn't keep it to yourself, could you?
No.
He's like, look. We got fucking locusts in Africa. We got disease around the world. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. Could be the end of the world. So, on that bleak note, let's get to the podcast. We have a job to do. There's a lot of people with a lot of free time now because they're all stuck inside. And who knows how many of them may accidentally click on this podcast while trying to find Burhan's one.
But first, we need to introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Hi, I'm Survivor 27XB. Also here on this podcast, we have Danial.
And yo.
We have Anan.
Yo, what up?
We have Survivor 354 Gamma.
And Law.
Meck, yeah. So yeah, let's kick off this fucking podcast, man. What have you guys been up to?
So, I went outside
Oh, no, you can't do that. That's inappropriate content for this podcast. We are supposed to make sure people stay inside. We can't tempt
we
them
should.
with the glories of outside. What if they hear your story and then they're influenced and they go outside and now a baby
no.
dies?
Well, that's
That's-
that bit done. Okay, moving on. I had a bit, I had a bit.
Man
we
steals
gotta-
a bit from him.
Wam just send the bit stealing card. And now we have to segue into something else.
Dude, I do want to hear what your bit was, though. Let's rewind. Route number 2. If Meck finished his bit, let's go.
What was going to say that I went outside in the most inopportune. I was outside at the wrong time, basically. Out of all.
Why did you go to the tablet thing?
No.
Oh no!
Please, again, remember your words. We do not. We have to be double careful now. Do not incite anything. Do not implicate. So I had an appointment scheduled to grab a laptop, and now I have a laptop review, and I went outside on the day that it was declared as a pandemic.
Good job.
Good news is that I have 14 weeks to review this laptop. 14 days, sorry. So 2 weeks, which is basically the exact time to be quarantined inside the house. So yeah, I have not left the house for at least a week, which is actually pretty natural, to say the least. I only go out for groceries. I haven't gone out yet. Someone else did the groceries this week, so good timing because a lot of if you've been reading up on gamermatters.com, we've covered a few of the demo drops, the free games. There's even a Steam Game Festival right now where they supposedly should be we are going to show a game at say a GDC, but of course GDC is cancelled, so it's E3, so they are doing it online. There's a bunch of game demos, free indie game demos right now for a limited time. Discounts. Monster Hunter got free on PS Plus for some reason. No, not complaining. That's a good game.
Yeah.
We should definitely talk about that more in the news section. But yeah, it's
No, because I saw on the docket there was no news, so we better address it at the start. Things are happening, guys.
Well, on that topic, so we mentioned a lot of places are doing game sales now. Like GOG has just straight up has a bunch of free games that you can go check out. Is Steam having a sale right now?
Steam does not have an official sale, but rather different publishers and various games are on discount right now. Check your wish list. Ubisoft have their sales on Steam as well as on Uplay. I have checked the prices on both stores. Of course, because of regional pricing, they are comparable. Both are using ringgit, by the way. So yeah.
Sony has made it official. So they're having a huge sale. Haven't seen what's good there on sale, but Monster Hunter went free if you're on PS Plus. Highly recommend getting that. That's 12 ringgit a month, and you get one of the best Capcom games.
Ooh.
Literally game of the year.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we did make a game of the year, didn't we?
Oh god damn it, that was 2 years ago. It's not that long.
Listen, man, our awards show is so fucking long that I never remember who's game of the year. We're always so dead by the end of it. I'm just yeah. Game of the year. Game. But yeah, you know who's not doing fucking sales? Fucking Nintendo. God.
Oh, yeah.
God damn, we were talking about this before the podcast. So as someone who only has a Switch on them at the moment, I do not have anything to buy right now. all the games I wanted were on sale before this, but I was like, hey, I have to go to class and stuff. I have no time to be playing games, so I didn't buy any of them. Now I'm stuck at home because my classes have been suspended.
Big set.
And Monster Hunter is 50 USD, which is way too much for a game. And Doom is 60. Like, Doom 2016 is 60 USD, so I have nothing to buy right now. I'd get Skullgirls, but, I have no one to play with. Huge problem. So, you know what I did get into? Segueing into this story.
Mm-hmm.
Hammer combat cards.
Warhammer Corner is back, baby.
Yeah, you thought it wouldn't be back, but it was. But it is.
Mm-hmm.
This is my first time playing a mobile card game.
Wait, this is a
Okay.
mobile card. I thought it was like legit trading card. Okay, never mind.
No.
Oh boy, okay, this is getting more spicy. Alright, what happened here? You have to break this whole... This is not one that I know. What happened?
Yes, first of all, I couldn't get into a CCG even if I wanted to, because guess what? You have to be around other people to play that. And on top of that, the other people...
That's a
you're
mobile
around
game?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I keep getting ads for it. It's like this 3-lane card game. And then all the card art is the actual models. So it's great marketing material. So my first thought of it was that it fucking sucks. Because, it's a mobile card game. It's a mobile card game. The only cards are units. Like, there's no spell cards or anything to play. And it's not rock, paper, scissors, but you have 3 attacks. You have shoot, melee, and psychic. And different cards have different stats for those. So it's just making sure that your cards, you're optimizing your deck and stuff. The starting deck they give you is Space Marines. Of course. And playing a Space Marines fucking sucks. Like, this is why I didn't want to keep playing the game, because I was just like, I'm so tired of fucking Space Marines. They're not even the cool Space Marines, by the way. They're the Primaris Marines. The ones that are more tactical instead of grimdark. I think, have I given this rant on the podcast before
Yes.
about how I hate the new
Yes,
Space
you did.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, no. So, they're all the Primera shit. I fucking hate it. The starting, like, you have a Warlord for your deck. Like, in Hearthstone, you have which hero you're playing as that affects, like, your abilities and shit. Same thing. So this all fucking sucks. I wasn't getting any Tau cards. Like, I was getting Tau cards, but you can't play Tau unless you have a Tau Warlord. So I was just like, ugh, I wasn't getting any Tau Warlords. So I paid £5 for a booster pack.
Ooh, dirty money.
It was because you can get faction-specific booster packs, and I was like, yeah, give me the Tau faction booster pack. And the game got really fun. Turns out all you need to do is play with cards that you like, and then the game gets fun. So my deck is like all giant robots. Here's the problem with the deck. Because the way I'm playing right now, for those of you who play Warhammer combat cards, my deck runs Commander Shadow Sun, a Ghost Keel, the Missile Broadside, and a Shield Drone right now. But the way this works is Shadow Sun's ability is when the last card you play enters the field, it heals all your units and gives them plus 20 to shooting. So what I do is I have the 2 big robots and 1 cheap piece of shit to die. And then when that thing dies, you send in Shadow Sun, and then everyone gets buffed, and you can now kill the entire board, which is really, really fun. But if your opponent has too many cards, then it becomes a problem, because Shadow Sun has no health and will die really quickly. The moment she enters the field, man, you have a clock. you have a fucking clock to when she dies. Because she has like stupidly low health. But yeah, the main point I've learned about this is that gacha games are overpriced.
I mean, isn't it obvious?
Yeah, we've definitely mentioned this before, but I'm like, they really need to follow the Warframe strategy of just like make the transaction cheap enough and people will buy it, instead of like making it expensive so that only whales buy. Because look, I played Warhammer combat cards for less than 24 hours and I spent £5 in it. I've been playing Review for 1 year and I haven't spent any money in it. Gotta think about it, man. Gotta fucking think about it. Because, like,
reviews on the Google Play Store are also calling out those pay-to-win stuff. Interesting enough, I haven't really read about mobile game reviews on store, so this is actually pretty interesting to see.
Yes,
Yeah, one
to be
mention
fair,
of surprise mechanics. So yeah, some of these people are people you say
who speak our language, yeah.
exactly.
It's, to be fair though, I feel like I have more tolerance for card games because card games have always been pay to win. There's no
By nature.
socialist. Yeah, there's no one handing out blue eyes white dragons. You know? Like that's always been like, since it's just that now because it's mobile it's even worse. But yeah. I do feel a little dirty because when I'm playing like casual mode and you can see everyone still using starter decks, like they're still using the same starting cards that you get, the Space Marine deck, and I'm just like, I feel so dirty for this. But here's my all tower deck and it's going to kill you now. But yeah, that's been me playing fucking Warhammer combat cards. I've been playing it more than Review Starlight, which is, not that hard to believe because Review Starlight hasn't had a new event in forever.
Okay, that's the
Thanks,
thing.
coronavirus.
Should we be worried right now? So, should we be worried? Should we know like signals in case you are in danger or something?
Oh no, I got all the cards I want already. I'm probably not gonna play it for more than another week before I get bored.
Okay, alright.
It's-
I was worried that we gonna lost you into that hole.
Stay tuned for next Warhammer.
Oh no. Oh no. We were losing you a bit. So, but yeah, we should stay tuned.
What is breaking my connection?
It's okay. The message is still clear. We oh no. Everyone is losing connection.
Everybody's dying today.
Oh no.
For those to our listeners that we are having like this internet overload since everyone's at home and every internet provider is dying, so
Because
expect
they
some
wouldn't
very
upgrade
bad
their
noise.
infrastructure.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, Discord
Yeah.
even tries their hardest to increase the server capacities in these trying times, but it's understandable if it's a bit sucky-wacky.
Sucky.
Oh boy.
Oh Did you guys hear about that? Like some classrooms are moving to Discord and stuff, and all the memes are like, "Are you paying attention? Discord status in Final Fantasy 14 for 20 hours."
I mean,
God, they should put 14 on Switch. That'd be pretty great.
I mean,
Yeah,
the optimistic in me is just saying, oh, it's not idling, but rather leaving the game running, but it's crafting, autocraft. Oh, you gotta need those, you gotta grind those life skills, man.
Which game was it? I think it was Overwatch. If you leave TF2, you leave it running in the background so you keep getting crates.
I don't
Oh God,
say.
Did you guys
Dinosaurs.
see they finally added the spy to Overwatch?
Oh yeah, Echo. A Singaporean spy.
Singaporean spy. Yeah. Someone was complaining that Echo has 3 different accents in 3 different appearances. Because like in one of them she has a more Chinese accent, one of them she has like an English accent or something like that. I'm like, now that I know she's Singaporean, like that totally makes sense because
That
that's
totally
totally
makes
something
sense,
a
yeah.
Singaporean would do. I have a guys. Don't you think I've picked up an English accent? Like, no, you haven't. You've been here 2 weeks, Susan.
And then just after that, the auntie over there calling her, come back. Oh, totally code switch.
Don't.
yeah, can. Hold on, a bit.
Uh,
I think one of
This-
the
this
voice
is
lines is one of the voice lines is shock. Like SHIOK, like
is that true? That would be amazing.
yeah, that is one of the what's it called? One of the payload thingy, the payload buttons you can press. Shock.
Oh,
God damn.
we're this close, man. We're this close to Malaysian Hero next, and then they always fight. All their voice lines together are about like the food wars.
The
That will
sprays,
bring me back.
the sprays are all nasi lemak, roti canai. And then someone
that's
else can tag on top of the graffiti country flags. So they can claim the nasi lemak.
No, you remember how like for Chinese New Year we had like those sprays that you could connect them together to form like
Exactly.
a dragon dance?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's the Malaysian hero is on the left side of the table eating roti canai or whatever, and then the Singaporean one's on the right side. So you connect them together. They're eating together at the table. Oh man, yeah. We did it, guys. We fixed Overwatch.
You fix Overwatch.
Again, remember we need to use this power wisely. Hopefully this one goes through. Hopefully the monkey pokers into our direction in a positive way. I don't know how, but let's hope. Fingers crossed. Anyway.
Jeff, call us. Okay, anyway.
Before we leave this, I do have one question. So she's not exclusive to Overwatch 2, right? She's
No, she's Overwatch 1. The new character, number 32.
This is what happens when you announce your game before it's ready. Like, no one fucking knows what's going on.
Wait, hold on. Isn't all of the characters carry over?
Yes.
Yeah, but as in, like, I don't know if she's only going to be added after Overwatch 2.
Oh yeah,
like,
because they did announce a character coming until Overwatch 2. Oh boy. Yeah, I can see the confusion. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. You know what? Our next prediction that should come true is fucking Jeff Bucks.
They have changed the credit system. It's not called Jeff Bucks.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah. I mean, why not? It's Jeff Bucks now. But yeah, so moving on from that weird segue. Anyone played the RE3 demo?
Unfortunately, I put this on the docket, assuming that I would had the time to actually try it. I forgot that the PC version only unlocks today during the time of recording, and I was thinking I just got it downloaded. I got it all sorted, and then just thought, podcast later today. Should I play RE3 demo or okay, Black Desert it is. So that didn't happen.
You can have just played it right now as we are talking, so that you can go like the play by play.
Yo, I did think about it, and then it will just be a whole episode of me screaming out of context, which is like entertaining, but also what the heck.
I mean, I've done that last year, so why not?
I have
Now the problem is the whole setup, the production side is on me. So if anything happens, that's a problem.
Also true.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend who recently started watching Let's Plays of RE2. And so we're like bonding over RE3 over the tree make, as we called it. Dude, there's a fucking parry in the RE3 demo.
Oh, so we are one step closer to RE4 then. Because there is also parry there.
Now
I was watching.
the OG RE3 does have the parry already, so this is just a continuation, but it looks much better lah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, Nemesis is a great looking villain. Like, I don't think I have ever seen like as iconic a zombie design as Nemesis.
The chef kept the what's it called? The chef just told everyone, oh yeah, that safe routing is real.
They should have made it real after
Like they
that.
should have just kept that. Put it out of context. Let people know.
So for those of you who don't know, a few weeks ago there was one of the journalists got to play Tree Make early,
Yeah.
and he said that Nemesis could break into safe rooms, and the entire world freaked out. The one thing we all agreed on, safe rooms was safe, and Nemesis was breaking in. Turns out he mistook a place for a safe room, and the developers had to come out and say, no, you're still safe in the safe room. Nemesis doesn't touch that door.
Imagine it pops out like a Nemesis system, or like a Nemesis everywhere system. Suddenly you just press X on the typewriter. The screen pops up. Okay, you are browsing the save files. Before you can press X after that to confirm your save, zoom, it comes in front of you.
They should have put that.
I mean, it would have been interesting. You know what they should do? That should be a challenge mode.
And it only happen randomly once per playthrough.
Oh no, I was thinking like have it happen as much as like, because you keep the original vision of the game as the normal campaign, but then they have like super hardcore mode where Nemesis can break into. Have it be called the journalist was right mode, where Nemesis breaks through safe rooms. Oh, that would be the best.
So no one touched the demo yet, I presume.
I mean, the fuck am I gonna touch the demo? I have nothing to play it on.
Yeah.
Unless there's a Switch demo.
In hindsight, actually, I removed this. I forgot. It's my bad, but at least we got to talk about it for a bit.
At least we got to talk about it, and Majima Nemesis is definitely ending up on the thumbnail.
We'll see. I think there are stronger candidates depending on how our conversation goes. We shall see. We shall see.
Okay.
Well, one demo you did play was Trials of Mana. I haven't gotten around to it yet. So.
Oh yeah, the other Square Enix remake. Oh, remake season.
It really is remake season.
I mean, the next just coming, so I'm not surprised.
I'm pretty sure Anan's still playing it right now.
Yeah, early pause.
Oh, okay, that long. I've done the full thing. Anna, how far did you go?
I just the escaping part. I already reached that.
Okay,
just the initial one.
Okay, do you got the other party members yet?
No.
Okay, so you are basically just finished the origin story.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so for those
That's
who do
origin
not
story?
know, so basically, Trials of Mana Origins. Okay, for those who don't know, the Mana series is an action RPG series. So if Final Fantasy is turn-based at the time, Mana has been always action RPG, even during the SNES times. It's that bold. So we had Secret of Mana before. They made a remake of that. That didn't do well for a lot of reasons. And then they decided to bring this one, Trials of Mana. And if you are a hardcore Mana fan and you find out that how come this name does not ring a bell, that's true because this game have never got an official English release. This was referred to unofficially as Secret of Mana 2.
Okay.
This is that game. This is that game. The Japanese name is Seiken Densetsu 3.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. I play in Japanese language. I recognize that.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
Like a true weeb.
Of course.
I mean, the subtitles still English, but yeah. But I
You know what my
prefer
favorite game?
the voice acting. That's why.
You know what my
Japanese
favorite
voice
game
actors.
is on the Sega? It's Sakura Taisen. Not Sakura Wars like you previous. I prefer Sakura
Yeah.
Taisen.
Sakura Taisen.
Okay.
You know, there's remind me of this meme, like this Simpsons meme, where Sideshow Bob meets his brother. He says like, "Oh, I've been watching My Hero Academia." Oh, don't you mean Boku no Hero Academia?
Boku no Hero.
Wait,
Oh
Meck, so have
my
you
God.
played the demo for Biohazard 3 Remake yet?
No, I have not. What the other name? I don't know the Japanese name of it's called SNK for short. Is that anime about giant things?
Oh, Shingeki no Kyojin.
Kyojin.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
We're all weeps here.
well,
We're all weebs here.
I will try to disguise myself as the best as I can. Anyway, the bit that is interesting is the way they handle how you build your party. So you have a selection of 6. You pick one main character and you pick 2 companions from the get-go. And the main character is the one you start with, and it has legitimately an origin story. It's basically Dragon Age Origins stole from this game. What I'm saying, but without all the you say the decisions that matter, stuff like that. But it's basically that where you have to go and see how this character started his or her journey. So like I started with Reese, and Reese is the she is called the captain of the Amazons from the kingdom of Laurent. Oh my god, they did some stuff with the localization, and for is a lot of melodramatic stuff. Apparently, brother sad, brother got streak. Defense of castle down, everybody dead, go into a journey and find a way to find lost brother. Okay, fine. Stuff like that.
Sounds like some generic ass anime.
I mean, the game is from the 90s, so I do not expect an epic tale.
My main character is just Hawkeye, which is the same name as that Marvel.
Yeah. Guess what? How he plays? He's an
How
archer.
does
Sorry?
it
Oh
play?
God.
It's a dagger user.
Dagger. Okay.
Sorry.
I thought he has a bow. No. Okay.
No, I'm not sure. It's a brawl. Dagger brawler. I don't think he has a bow.
Okay, so rogue.
I'm not sure whether
Close
they-
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, considering this game is
maybe later. I don't know, because Doran is the pure fighter, right? Pure sword fighter.
Yep.
I'm not sure whether that is probably the other. Go on, mate. Go on.
So
Go on, mate.
on that note, Reese is basically the lancer, the one that with the pole with the spear. My other companions is Kevin.
Charlotte.
Kevin, and we get that. Kevin, who's the man beast, at night, there's a day-night cycle, by the way. Crazy to think that an ES game has a day-night cycle. He turns into a werewolf, got buffs and all that, and also Charlotte. Okay, so I need to explain this. When it comes to characters, I distance myself from any childlike characters if I have to. Like when I played Black Desert, I saw there's a class for the Shies, which is basically FF14's Ralafel, which is the small
potato people.
Potato people. Not children. Looks like one. They have the physique of one, but they are not children. No, they are not.
Legally distinct children.
Jailbait.
Potatoes. The potatoes. Don't worry about it.
So Charlotte is a potato, but I think she's also a legit little girl. I took my chance, taking her. Okay, fine. I should not distance myself from trying characters just because of their physique. I should be diverse. And then what happened? She speaks entirely in Uwu.
Oh, dude. Oh my
like,
god.
Can I just say, Meck?
Help me! I'll start! Oh my god!
Can I just say, Meck? I can't wait for. She looked like a child, but I took my chances to be played back in court.
Famous last words.
I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if you've seen the screenshots of the dialogue that she has. It is, and I don't know if I can stand more. As a 5-minute joke, I totally can rule with that. But if she is talking like that for the entirety of the game, 1, kudos to the localization team for taking the chance. 2, god damn it.
What's the character called again?
Charlotte.
Black Desert, is it?
No. Try some mana.
Charles Mana, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I have a tweet about it.
Oh yeah, that's a potato. That's a potato.
That's a potato.
No.
That's a fucking potato.
My problem right now is not the potato-ness, but the ooh. I have to have I would develop one level of patience more if I end up playing the game with her in the party. So we shall see. Anyway, the game itself, while I try to find the screenshots, the game itself is actually okay. It lines up a lot with the current Square Enix action RPG style, albeit a bit more, not clumsy. It's a bit floaty in terms of the controls. Like you still have the light attack, heavy attack, a bit combo. You can do aerial combos. Abilities are mapped to shortcut buttons on L1, of course, and also R1. Good important thing to note: when you are using items, it totally pauses the game, so that's soft. Unlike a certain other Square Enix game. Yeah, some of the dialogue here. Not saying that game's bad. I just have problems with it. And I think the whole demo is worth a shot because I've played through it. It took me around 2 hours. And also, if you play through, you don't have to if you want to just see the origin story, you don't have to play 6 times. Rather, you can play it 2 times, picking 3 different characters. Because at the time you meet the other companion, you will have an option to say, hey, do you want to play the origin story right now? Or, no? Okay, no. So we'll do the abridged version and let's move on to. That's new to the remake.
That's cool. Oh, because in the original you had to play through their origin as well?
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, a lot of it. I mean, it still looks like I described it in my first impressions as it's like a PS2 game being remastered to PS4, but I think on the Switch it's fine. It should be fine. How is it, Anan?
Sorry?
Trials of Mana, how does it look on the Switch?
It looks fine. Right. It doesn't have to be like graphically intensive. It looks fine because screen is small and like points. Yeah, so it's okay. It's great. It's an Unreal Engine, so I have no complaints about it.
Does it run on 30 or 60 on there?
Looks like 60 to me.
Looks like 60. Okay, cool.
120
Okay, cool. Okay, if they got the Switch to run to 60, I have no complaints.
I'm not sure. I need to check.
Wow,
it looks smooth to me. It looks 60.
On PS4 is close. I would say 60-ish. We don't have the frame digital foundries frame counter to actually know exactly. But from like you say the how I feel it looks like 60. So I can safely say that. So it's fine.
Yeah,
For those
not
of you
sure about it,
confused
but
right now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, finish your thought, Anan.
because like 48 plus FPS is already for me considered like smooth already, so I'm not sure about that. Probably like 40 plus. I don't know. It's not 30.
Yeah, it hovers 40 plus is okay.
So for those of you lore heads following the podcast right now, you may be confused why Anan's talking about Switch specs. It's because Anan has joined the team Switch owner in GM.
Yeah.
Moving on.
because we were getting too tired of me not being able to talk about technical stuff on the Switch. I'd be like, graphic pretty, girl pretty, Switch make girl pretty. So now Anan has a Switch, so he can give us the full breakdown.
So
okay, so
what epiphany do you get for a Switch? What did Mr. Browser make
Bowser,
you buy one?
Doug Bowser appeared in his house.
I mean, to be fair, Doug Bowser has now in his kill count out of 4. So that's impressive.
So yeah, okay, I think I've said this before, but the games RPG game selection on phone is pretty much dog shit. So I'm thinking like, okay, we're probably gonna have lockdown sooner or later, and I want to play something good.
Oh,
so pretty much, literally like for the last week, few days before the soft lockdown.
Yeah, soft lockdown.
Thinking, I probably should buy Switch. Who knows? And that's pretty much, yeah.
You're not the only one with this epiphany, by the way. I went to the game store yesterday, and there was like there were multiple people buying consoles, like before they locked themselves down.
Yeah.
The secondhand electronics store was just like had quite a lot of people there, all buying shit.
Now's the best time to buy video games.
It's true, man.
Oh no. But yeah, good
True.
to see some people are prepping in other ways.
Style. Yeah.
Style.
Yeah, so actually I'm contemplating two decisions, either a second-hand laptop or Switch, and I'm like, I better go with the Switch. Because I can just play games with it. I don't have to worry anything. I can just bring it to work, whatever, play on the train. Let's say it rains, I just stay in a mama, whatever.
Well, joke's on you. You can't do any of those now.
Well, I can at least stay inside.
No. Anan is optimistic. Things we will pass through this. We will get through this, and Mama will be available again. Forward
I can play on lunchtime. Whatever,
I can remember our words have power.
It will pass.
Power, yeah.
I like how you phrase that too, and it's so perfect for for the ribbing about not going outside. Like, oh man, I get a Switch. I can play it at work, on the train, at a gathering of more than 5 people. Like, I've got bad news for you.
Still stuck inside, yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, I still have to go outside and work next week. Probably for a couple more days. Then I'll work from home.
Okay. So it's rolling out. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
still under progress. Yeah, so I got a game too. Fire Emblem, Three Houses. Awesome game, by the way.
Finally.
Yeah.
Hold on. Did
How-
that get an
Which-
award
Which
there?
school do you get really took?
it was nominated for the Anan Award, but I think something else won it.
No. Which school do
Sorry?
you
Which
Which
route
school
are you
do you
doing?
Yeah, is it Gryffindor, Slytherin, or
Hufflepuff.
Oh, I
Or
took the
Hufflepuff,
Blue
yeah.
Lions.
the Blue Lions, the
I got the
Hufflepuff?
Gryffindor. Hufflepuff.
Mm,
Yeah, is it Hufflepuff? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Hufflepuff.
don't really like them. Because,
Blue-
okay, let's see. Okay, this house, this. I'm like, when I previewed their house, all the students there, I'm like, hey, these guys could be my pals, like it's like emotionally connected, even though I haven't played it yet. So yeah, I picked the Blue Lions.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, I
Nostalgia's
don't know
not
why.
even there. Which one is Bernie? Bernie is the blue one or the...
Bernadette.
Bernadetta is Black Eagles.
Yellow house. Yeah. The
Ah,
Eagles, yeah.
Okay, Anan Ravenclaw confirm.
Ravenclaw.
But yeah,
Oh, God.
Bernie is Black Eagles because there's ship art of her and Edelgard. Everything I know about this game, I know
okay,
from
now-
Yuri.
Alright,
Yeah, I also play on the casual mode because I don't want to see any of them die. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough.
same. It's Fire
I
Emblem,
know.
so nobody does on my watch. I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
did
on
you
my
see
watch.
Someone called this Fire Emblem game Shin Megami Sensei.
Exactly. Like, yeah, it has the Persona vibe to it. It's just on a tactical third-person RPG. Just a different mode of combat. That's all. Which I pretty much like something that I grown to like for the past couple of years. From Shadowrun, thank you Shadowrun for introducing me to this
my-
genre.
From Shadowrun to Fire Emblem.
Shadowrun, Persona, Fire Emblem, yeah, and probably Divinity later.
Oh, dude,
See more RPG.
you should get Divinity. Divinity is fucking
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
Daniel, remember Divinity? We talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Later. Behind the curtain, we talk again.
yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
it's been brilliant so far. Getting a Switch, I can game anywhere, and yeah, I also already leaked the cartridge. Damn it.
Oh, what does it taste like?
How does it taste
Okay.
like?
Okay, I already expect. Even before I did it, I already have expectation, and it matched my expectation. The taste. Okay, how do I describe it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know the mie kuning that haven't been washed. You belum basuh the mie kuning.
Okay.
Turn it up to 11. Okay, turn it up to 11.
Sticky, stretchy. There's a bad aftertaste. How
Yes,
can I
that
describe it?
aftertaste. Turn it up to 11.
Okay,
That's the taste.
how long does it linger in the mouth?
Just the tip of the tongue, so it's like 15 seconds.
Why Anan didn't fucking chew up his cartridge.
Nope.
Because I have bad experience with those raw meat in certain I don't know, is it mama stalls? Yeah, I have bad experience, so I remember those feelings vividly.
Yeah, I don't like Mie Kuning. Mie Kuning is not great. Oh, but Anan,
Yeah.
the most important question as a new Switch owner, it's mandatory. Every Switch owner has to answer this question. Have you played Zelda yet, though? Why haven't you played Zelda? It's such a
You
good game.
motherfucker. I just want. I will slap anyone who asks that.
Dude, I get that question like literally anytime someone sees I have a Switch. It's like, "Oh, so do you play Zelda?" And I'm like, "No, I don't really like Zelda." "Oh, but
Listen,
you should
okay.
play."
I went to my friend's house just a few hours ago to download the Trials of Mana demo, and he literally asked that. Hey, did you get Zelda? I look at it, disbelief. Like, okay, that's the first question you ask.
I don't mind the "Have you played Zelda?" It's when they follow up with the corner pressure. It's like, how come you haven't played Zelda? I heard Zelda's good. Like, it's supposed to be one of the best games on the Switch. I'm like, because I don't fucking like Zelda. How about that? I'm like, oh, but you should consider getting Zelda. You know, it's really good game. Like, I don't want to fuck the fish, man. I have no reason to play Zelda.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you play then? It's like Pokemon.
At least for me,
Pokemon.
I do not want to play Zelda. I would play Breath of the Wild.
Specifically Breath of the Wild. That's what that's the one.
I would just play Breath of the Wild. But if you consider Zelda itself, I was late to the train, and all the advancements and the nostalgia that people have about it, I cannot relate. I mean, I will just say, oh, it's an okay action RPG. Okay. But I understand that that game pioneered a lot of things. Ocarina of Time did a lot of crazy things back then. But again, that was back then. Stuff have happened. Similar to Trials of Mana. If you look at the original game, that was crazy doing all of those and on an SNES. But for now, being with the remake, it's just like, oh, it's another one of those action RPGs. It's decent, but it's one of those.
Yes, fucking Zelda invented Dark Souls.
But what Breath of the Wild, what Breath of the Wild is different from the rest of the Zeldas is that I can actually play it like an immersive sim. That's all that I wanted. I wanted to mess around with time powers and use the bombs and the ice in weird ways to hack around stuff.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You can do that Dragon Ball thing in Breath of the Wild, can't you? The one where you jump on the pillar and launch yourself in the air.
They are interesting tech, to say the least.
Yeah. But yeah, no, whenever people ask me if I play Zelda, they usually Breath of the Wild, and I'm just like, I just can't get into Breath of the Wild. Like,
I mean, to be fair, sure, that's another open world game. Not everyone likes that.
It's another open world game.
I totally understand that.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, it's also just art style, you know. Like, Zelda is great, but it's like there are other games that do similar things with a more appealing art style. And I'm not as big a fan of open world and degrading weapons. So,
especially degrading weapons.
Especially degrading weapons. As we know, Breath of the Wild famously got a 0 out of 10 because of degrading weapons. Totally real thing that happened. Don't even bother fact checking it.
On that same note, I don't mind that at all. I hoard stuff. Fine.
Dude, I can't remember if I mentioned this. The fucking New Vegas gave me PTSD that's still like in me to this day.
Yeah, the repair stuff.
Yeah, the repair stuff. I keep duplicates of every weapon in a game that I play so that in case I need to repair it using parts from one weapon. I was like playing Dark Souls the other day and I had like 2 Chandler's Tridents. I'm like, oh yeah, in case the first one breaks. I'm like, wait, that's not how this crafting works in this game. What the fuck? It's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, I almost got Eleanor, but then I stopped, and I think I already got Eleanor in my for PC. Where would I buy it again?
Apparently, the Switch version of Eleanor is like the better version.
Yeah, that's I think that's the was it definitive edition?
Yeah.
You have some cases. The PS4 does have some cases there.
It also did the new interrogation system, where there's the good cop, bad cop thing, and
rest in peace. Rest in peace. Press X to doubt.
Yeah,
Kill.
press X. Literally. Yeah, but Eleanor, I haven't played that game, even though I had it. That my brother finished it. I haven't played the game, so but it's okay. Yeah, I just get my PC back and then can just play Eleanor again. my next game target is Persona 5 Scramble P5S.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
Oh man, when
Oh,
that
see.
game gets an English announcement, like we are gonna have a nice long segment on this podcast where we talk about it.
Yeah, and I wish they release Persona 5 Royal or the original Persona 5 on Switch. Please, Atlas, please.
Please, onegaishimasu.
It's like the perfect game for Switch.
It is, especially because like I have a friend who also wants to play through P5, and I'm just like, yeah, if it were on Switch, you could just literally come over and we could like bang it out in like a week, because that game is fucking long. Hey, but yeah, so that's Anan getting a Switch corner and us gushing about Zelda. Stay tuned for Anan's thoughts on Breath of the Wild, which he's totally going to buy because he's definitely going to get Zelda.
I wish.
You can play as an immersive sim. Don't worry.
Let's see how my finances go.
Immersive.
Oh god, you know what game would be great on Switch? Dead Space.
Oh yeah,
Remind me that game again later.
yeah. Okay, it's good because it doesn't have Switch doesn't have a progressive trigger, right? So yeah, it's fine. So
Yeah.
like a normal shooter.
I just want Dead Space again.
Yeah,
Like Dead Space 2 was great.
exactly. That Switch 2 is good balance of story and action. Like Dead
Yeah.
Space 1 feels a bit, I'd say, sluggish in a sense.
Yeah, Dead
2
Space
is
1 was a
much
Resident
more.
Evil game.
Yeah,
Just-
it's a bit, they basically retooled the game because of Resident Evil 4. Like originally System Shock 3, but then they play Resident Evil 4 and then we gotta change retool the game, everything. So Dead Space was born.
From an immersive sim to a survival horror again.
Mhm.
I'm winking right
Can-
now. I don't know if you can see it.
I mean, we
Can I
can't.
just... Guy on a space station is such a great genre of video game. Like, you have Dead Space, you have Doom.
Aliens.
Alien
have-
Isolation
you-
is good.
I
Yeah.
would give BioShock is an honorary space station. It's an underwater space station.
I mean,
What is it?
the whole series started with
System Shock.
System Shock.
Yeah.
Also Prey. Also immersive sim.
Yeah, Prey. Yeah. Well, yeah, 'cause it's
Both
great for
Preys.
immersive sims.
Both Preys. The OG Prey and Prey 2017, the Arcane Prey. Both are on spaceships. Yeah, spaceships. The other one is very alien, by the way.
Mm.
What else? Do we have
So
more?
yeah, it's I'm sure we do. If you say Mass Effect, I will punch you in the face. You get off the space station in Mass Effect. That doesn't count.
The romance. You mean romance simulator? We've added what action modes?
Listen, Mass Effect is just Persona for gaijins.
Persona.
Damn it.
I have never heard anyone talk about the plot in Mass Effect. It's always just who did you romance.
Yeah.
3 really
Yeah.
nosedive the whole plot. If it ended with 2, I could see people talking more about the story.
The only things I hear about are about how bad the ending for 3 is and who did you romance. Those are the only 2 things I've ever heard about Mass Effect.
like
Same
that,
with Dragon
I'm pretty
Age.
sure the game is a match 3.
like
Dragon Age is just fantasy gaijin Persona.
like the Mass Effect 2, the suicide mission is actually pretty harrowing if you didn't play it right. And that time is the consequences do matter, at least for that scene. And a lot of you see subplots around there because you actually have to side with human races to save the world, which is oof. But you can see how that's the stakes at play at that time. That's the only way to save the world right now because nobody cares about the upcoming threat that no one ever know until when it arrives. Oh man, this is
except
very.
for-
I just realized
This is
I
a
have to
Persona
turn
game.
back. I have to turn back. Let's just end on
I-
that note. I
no,
just
wait,
realized.
I just realized something too. The only reason, like the racist is the one who knows about this because he's so scared of aliens coming.
Hmm.
So next topic.
Yeah, we got some F1 esports, I guess.
I mean, what else? You can't have sports.
Yeah, you cannot sports.
Yeah,
It's banned.
so
Sports
I
are
guess
cancelled.
Sports.
Everything's
are
cancelled.
But wait, but there was a badminton thing, right? There was a badminton thing during like last week happening. At least it's
Yeah,
indoors.
that's the only that's indoors. So that's the only sports allowed.
Somehow one got through, but the rest of
That
the
and
world
marble.
cancelled.
Except Olympics, though. Olympics is also still going on.
No,
I don't know.
This
only
this fucking
badminton. Because we can get goal.
incompetence.
That's the only time we can get goal.
I think
Can
it
you
would be
imagine?
I think it would be a similar case like how F1 had to cancel stuff because it was the
Yeah.
problem was that nobody wants to be the one cancelling the event because who
Yeah,
calls
but
it
now that
gets the have to pay the money, which is come on guys, we have bigger problems.
oh wait, have you guys seen Phantom Wrestling yet?
Daniel,
Oh,
hold on,
we
hold
got a
on.
robot.
Now this is the future I feel. Oh boy.
Have
You're
you
going
guys seen
robot there,
Phantom
Daniel.
Wrestling yet?
No idea. Clue me in.
So
Is it by
basically,
John Cena? Da.
Oh, okay.
it's
Understand.
not it's not just him; it's everyone.
Oh,
So
from what I heard, it actually optimizes the show. Undertaker move 50% faster.
Like,
it turns the show into a shit post because the wrestlers have to act like there's still a crowd there. So they're doing the like whole theatrics, and then it shows the empty stands. It's just like, okay. I disagree. I think wrestling needs the crowd of rednecks cheering them on. But,
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work without a crowd. It feeds
but it is
the-
funny.
It feeds on that energy. I mean, it is sports entertainment we're talking about.
Yeah. So it's still like an amazing thing to see, though, to see happen. It's just
Yeah.
like. But yeah, F1 esports. Sorry, we got sidetracked there, laughing about sports being cancelled.
Sports are
I mean, let's
coping.
talk about. I mean, you have 20 people, 20 race car drivers have nothing to do.
20 racist.
So 20 races.
Damn it. Come on, guys, remember we have the power. Careful.
The 20 races.
Please, I do not want next week to see that people are getting more powerful.
Bottas drops an N-word.
I mean, it's dropping
I mean-
efforts already. It's just gonna be a slippery slope from there. Please, no. No.
Okay.
Alright, so
Daniel.
So last week, at time recording, we had the first ever, I think, esports, like big esports tournament to compensate for the lack of F1. They call it not the Australian GP,
Oh.
and it was rough, I guess, because like they had to restart the server twice for the game, so very rough.
Considering that the
Consider-
logistics of getting the event ready and get all the participants ready within like what 2-3 days notice.
Yep.
It like Australian GP cancel the next day. How about we do an esports tournament? Why not? Someone needs to race. So yeah, it was rough
Yeah,
a bit.
not as rough, but at least but at least it's better lah. Like but there is another one which is the what's it called? I think it was like the race, which is a new
Oh my
website. They
god,
also
we
did
keep
a
on
Easter egg.
saying this. This is
The race, yes, that's a website called the race. So
I know the whole media, they are called the race. Please don't go into.
they also did like these sport things, the race. So yeah, that was better, much better because they're using a PC only series, R Factor 2, which ironically also powers the team's simulator work. Yeah, that was like even the hype was real, but I think it was like quite boring. Then say the F1 version, not the Australian one. Mac, have you watched it? At least atau highlights ke?
Yeah, I watched both of them. It was how do I put it? I think the differences of the games really play part. Like
Because
F1,
one is a simulator.
yeah, F1 2 is a legit sim. F1 2019 is sim-ish, but catered to more wider audiences. So
Yeah.
there's a difference there.
And one have better graphics.
Oh, better graphic. Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah. Like you need to balance. Like R Factor 2, people say it's like a PS2 game, or whatever, but it has a simulation. It's a simulation,
No.
but for F1 game, better graphics, but it's not as detailed as a R Factor iRacing. So, yeah, and people are saying that okay, as a compromise, let's play iRacing instead. So yeah, instead of both games.
I mean that's what NASCAR is doing.
Yeah. Or Assetto Corsa, I don't know. Is Assetto Corsa?
Assetto Corsa is for GT3, so they
haven't done that yet. GT3 guys have to go there.
Yeah. So yeah, but recently, like this week, they will be doing a virtual series of F1 using F1 games with real drivers.
Officially endorsed.
Officially endorsed. So I cannot wait to see Kimi Raikkonen trying to drive.
Are they having the actual racers race in this game?
Yeah, they're doing it this
should
week.
be.
That's fucking amazing.
I mean,
but it's just like a casual thing. It's not like a championship thingy. So they have different configuration, different assists on for each drivers. So it's like a fun thing.
Yeah, I mean that's what makes it even better though. Also, I can't wait for like Raikkonen or whatever to accidentally rip off his steering wheel. Like
my control disconnect. Help.
Steering wheel. Give me steering wheel.
Oh my god.
Oh no, make them race on controller. Just to piss them off even.
I'm pretty sure Hamilton raced on control. No, he raced on the wheel.
No, but he raced in chase cam.
Yes, Hamilton raced on chase.
He doesn't use the cockpit view. He uses like everyone else. See the back of the car. You want to see the
cam.
Nah, man, he should use the cinematic cam from GTA 5.
The only way to play.
Everyone knows it's the only way to play.
Oh my god. So can't wait to see that. And we will bring you because I really miss motorsports. Like I know this is a very serious thing, but yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I mean that's not to get too serious here, but like people are forgetting like it's perfectly fine to be upset about everything being.
Yeah.
Like I had a concert last week that was cancelled. Like 2 days before the concert, I got an email saying that it was postponed to September.
Oh, you were going to MCR?
No, Animanaguchi. Yeah, Animanaguchi.
Oh,
god damn, those guys. Those guys, right?
Yeah.
Those guys
I bought the
are
tickets in January. I bought the tickets in January, and I was just like all excited for it. And so, yeah, guys, sorry, we have to postpone in September. And I'm just like, fair. I'm upset.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Shout out to the Scott Pilgrim game that we cannot buy anymore.
Yeah. Oh, dude, my PS3 still has a copy of it, like on the hard drive. So
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Good.
Would anyone buy it? It's like selling
No.
PT loaded in PS4.
PS3 pre-owned includes Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Exclusive.
Exclusive.
World exclusive.
Oh god, I miss my PS3. My sister's friend borrowed it to boost some achievements and hasn't returned it in 2 years. So
Have
little
hostage for 2
miffed.
years.
Yeah, little miffed right now because that's also the only way to play Fall of Cybertron right now. Because you can't get it on Steam anymore.
They already pulled, right? I think I got the game. They just you cannot buy it anymore.
Yeah. I had wish listed War for Cybertron because it would go on sale every now and again. And I wanted to play co-op with my friends, and then now it's gone. I'm just like, fuck.
Almost heaven. So sad.
Can you imagine what other sports would be great if we had like the athletes play the video game instead? Like wrestling, wrestling would be great.
What?
They-
The buggy mess that is WWE 20? Yeah, I was
yeah,
watching
exactly.
You know what? Let's set it back like 1.5 decade, when the wrestling games were good, 15 years ago.
Oh, dude, I played the WrestleMania video game. That's a great fighting game.
that. You mean the 2001 on the PS1?
It was sprite based, so
Oh.
Is
It
it
was
the
like digitized-
SNES one? WrestleMania?
yeah, I think so.
Is it
I
the
think
one
it was
with the
SNES
clown?
one. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I played that too. Good one. That's a good
Oh my
one.
God.
That's a good game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lex Luger was there. Shawn Michaels. Yep. Bret Hart.
We
Anyway,
are very old now.
some of them are not with us anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
why we are that old.
Uh,
Goddamn.
But if WWE does that, I think there are a lot of savvy people within the roster who knows video games. They'll do
I mean,
just
Asuka
fine.
does-
Oh, can we
Please.
play as Brendan Williams? Can we play as Dio Madden?
And then
Plays Finley.
Oh god, his super is Road Roller.
Roda.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Sports, man. You know the worst part is
Sportsman.
Smash. But we have to cancel Smash.
Makes sense.
For the sake of everyone, we have to cancel Smash. Can't risk people getting infected by melee players. So, among the free games, we mentioned that Monster Hunter was free earlier. So Daniel has jumped down the Monster Hunter hole.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? How you finding that, buddy?
I've I think I've probably like an hour in for now
Mhm.
since it was live like on Thursday,
Mhm.
and it's actually quite fun. Gila. I understand why you and like a bunch of my friends love this game. It's really fun. Like doing the side quest and all. Like, I think I've done quest number 2 ke 3, tak ingat lah. Like
You fought an Anjana fly, basically.
yep, that's the one.
Yeah. What
Right.
weapon are you using, anyways?
I'm using what's it called? The dual blade? That big ass claw ass blade
Yeah, the dual blades. Oh man, I'm trying to remember. There's one attack that you can do where you do an Attack on Titan. Levi has that spinny thing that he does.
Oh yeah.
You can do that. I can't remember how you do it. It's one of your jumping attacks.
Ooh,
You will go the entire length of the monster. It's really like I don't know how much damage it does, but it's a cool move, and that's what's
Ooh.
important.
I should find that. The best one, like the intro sequence of the game, like very what's it called? Very mysterious. Like your boat just crashed, and then there's this, and you're like in this volcano, and then you're like, oh no, It's not a volcano. It's actually a monster.
Yeah, that's cool.
But,
That's
and I
like
think one of my favorite animation was like during the start when you and your cat, your pelico, thing was there,
Mhm.
and if you notice quite closely, your pelico just basically dropped like a rock when the ship collapses. Which
yeah,
is
yeah,
quite
your
funny.
cat fucking dies.
Like those little stuff that makes me okay, this game is quite charming.
Yeah. I forgot about the start of that game because like so much of Monster Hunter is just like yeah, and now the quest for building good gear has begun.
Yeah. I'm trying to find like new armor, so susah
Also,
juga.
yeah, I can't imagine just plow through the story until you get to the desert. That's when you get more armor options.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
alright.
So I can't imagine fighting Anjanath with the dual blades is very fun though, because Anjanath's a very tall monster and you don't have much range. The
Oh yeah, that
how
was quite the trouble.
Oh
see
god.
I played with
I
the
use
Switch X
this.
back then.
It was the switch axe. Your DP, your
Uh,
DP is your best friend. You can
Okay.
hit the entire Anjanath with just the DP.
yeah, I was lucky
Mm.
that I have the range. I don't think like going
Ooh.
even closer it would be any. I wouldn't have any luck when I encounter that.
Daniel, how much of your slinger do you use?
For now, like I don't even know. That's how early I
Because
am.
no, because like if you see scatter nuts,
Mm-hmm.
because you're a dual blades player, so target the hit with the scatter nuts. It will make your life so much easier.
I see, I see. So more
If you
content.
yeah, if you hit the hit enough, you'll stun the monster and they'll fall over, and then you get time to DPS.
Ooh.
Do your fucking demon dance. I forgot the fucking dual blades special move is called demon dance. It's cool, man. But yeah, uh I'm seriously like I know we talked about something. I'm surprised that Monster Hunter went free on PSN. Like it's a great game.
Nobody expects it. Daniel just found out for some reason, and then like hours after that, then Sony announced it properly. Like, oh, we got adding it for free.
Guys.
Okay.
That's the general like
And I think it's Aussie
I
only.
think I'm friends with, like huh?
I think it's
Yeah, because like
huh.
yeah,
That's even weird. We got the better
because I
deal.
had a friend in Singapore. Yeah, I had a friend in Singapore. Like somehow just yelled at just on the timeline yelled, "Oh shit! Monster Hunter is free on the Singapore store." So I was like, okay, let me check. Oh shit, it is shit as well. So, aha.
Here's the weird thing about PS Plus, right? It's like you have the great months and then you have the meh months. Like there's no in between. Because this
This
month
much
we have Shadow of the Colossus, Sonic Forces, and Monster Hunter World.
no, like
And
early in the month, we were thought it was like, oh, this is just meh. I mean, Sonic Forces, and
I
now we have. Hmm.
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Persona 5 like next year.
Oh shit.
Like regular, not royal.
Good enough.
See,
Good
Atlas Flex by just giving away Persona 5 Royal.
Oh, like Fury, like it on launch, it's the free game for that month,
Yeah,
but
just
can't
for the hang
stream
of
it
it.
though.
I mean, ada orang dah stream the Kasumi punya, what's it called? What's Zuma call it? The Katsumi transformation. So I guess that's fine.
Yeah, none of us know. Anyway, should we go on to the news?
Okay.
Well, get ready for more Bambu Jumbo.
Mumbo Jumbo.
The PS5 class 101.
Guys.
I mean, it's not for
Definitely, definitely not.
It's not for layman.
Goodbye, PlayStation 5. Yes, cut it, Mark Cerny.
Replacement for the Khutbah Jumaat this week.
Yeah.
God damn it, the beat has been stole again. Because I was going to say that number one Dead Space fan Mark Cerny gave a lecture for the PS5.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's number one Dead Space fan as well. Yes, that's why I brought up Dead Space earlier.
That was
I am
the
the number
beat.
one.
That was the beat. PS5.
PS5, man. Okay, I defer to the tech priest in the room.
Okay,
PS5,
first of all,
is it good?
It's
Mac,
good in a
can you
different
list
way.
the points?
3
Yeah,
points.
just list the points.
3 points from the presentation that we learned. 1, it uses a custom SSD. You would know how much it is, and it will support certain SSDs that you can buy from the shelf. 2, it revealed the teraflop that people want to say, and Mark Cerny explained in full length that please do not fear the numbers, because they have very long
exactly.
reasons on why teraflops is not the be all and all of the conversation in terms of power.
Yes.
The last point is that if you they have made a gamble, I say, because they call it a dream, I say that's a gamble, whereby they are adding 3D audio, spatial audio, not just for headphones. They are using it for everything, from your usual setup to your home theater setup with your headphones. And also, they want to see your ears. Okay, which point do we want to start first?
Okay.
I think we need to talk about the ear fetish.
Okay.
Yeah, the ear fetish.
Anan knows. Anan's the audiophile here. He knows why people
Okay.
want to see ears.
Okay. Let's say okay. I think you can also search creative SXFI. So Sierra X-ray Foxtrot India. So you can search it. I think creative. I think. So it's a technology for basically surround sound, surround sound, which it will take the measurements of your face, your ears, so that you can calculate how to like make the surround sound specific to your contour of your face. So that's why they need your ear pictures, I think. Yeah, should be. Yeah. So do you find it? Creative XXFI.
Yeah,
Something
I'm on
like
the
that, yeah.
website right now.
Yeah. It's basically it, yeah.
Well, my
So they
iPad
need
just fell over.
Yeah, apparently our ears are very different from each other, and it affects how you need to make 3D audio work.
Yeah.
So essentially,
Basically, the technology is called HRTF, I believe.
yeah, HRTF. That's the thing they say.
It transform. It puts some calculation so that the sound will be like simulated virtually for positioning. So you can hear from front, basically like Dolby Atmos lah. Like Dolby Atmos for your ears.
They want to do Dolby Atmos, but not using Dolby Atmos.
No. Just pure software calculation. Speaking of which, I'm not sure whether it's important. It's like they're focusing on the wrong thing, because people with consoles usually have shitty audio anyways.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a gamble. I think this is just Sony just trying to throw a ball and see if it sticks. Remember PS4's touchpad?
Yeah.
Remember the touchpad?
Yeah, that one. Okay, it reminds me of the Xbox TV focus. This is for TV. This is for TV. They're focusing on the wrong thing.
But
I mean, if you have the right equipment and you have the right, let's say, the right intention to have proper audio, then you can get proper audio. If not, it's just useless, basically.
Yeah, this does sound kind of gimmicky. However, I should point out I'm at the SXFI, the sex fee website. They actually like to help recommend products for you. They straight up ask you like, okay, what product are you using? And they have like a list of consoles and shit. which is a nice thing to do. Thank you, Sexfy.
Cool. But yeah, they are throwing a lot of balls there. I mean, on the chip itself, there is a dedicated, they call it CU, right? A dedicated CU just for audio processing. The Tempest engine. So
Tempest engine.
this is a big gamble. I do not know if it's gonna be the PS4 share button, which becomes industry standard, or the touchpad, where all people only use it as a oversized buttons, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, in Dark Souls you have like two different things that depending on where on the button you click, it's really not great.
Yeah, I'm still a bit miffed that The Sims 4 does not use it as a proper mouse. But anyway, what else do we want to talk about the PS5?
What's the first point?
That was the SSD, custom SSD.
Is that a
Okay,
dig at Microsoft?
custom-
Because they said that you need a specific SSD for the Xbox.
Hold on.
No.
Not
It's
really.
different. Okay,
Mhm.
Xbox have their proprietary connector. They still use the NVMe standard. It's like the current standard we use in standard PC, handphone, whatever. Like still the same protocol, but they have a custom connector because they want to make it compact. And
Mhm.
okay, you may think this is like, okay, this is gonna go to the PS Vita wayside. It's like nobody's gonna buy it. No, I believe Microsoft will license the connector to other manufacturers. So it's not just PlayStation, not just Microsoft and Seagate that will make it. They'll just open it up to anyone who want to license the connector. They say we're gonna have
Essentially,
believe.
So it could be
I believe.
the memory card.
So it could be a PC then. Yeah, it could be a PC
Yeah.
thingy then.
Yeah,
No, remember
Probably, yeah.
remember when the PS2 memory cards, you have third-party memory cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them actually go double the size from 8 megabytes to 16 megabytes. So I think Anna's getting on that note, I guess. I hope. That sounds a bit more promising lah, rather than thinking about
because they
this is the beta
they
then.
announced that they are going to partner with Seagate to make it. They publicly announced. So I'm thinking like, okay, they're probably gonna license the design to other manufacturers instead of keeping it proprietary just with the Microsoft. Okay, that's what I think lah. So okay, back to the PlayStation. So the custom SSD is not the proprietary connector. I think they have added like more chip. Okay, how to explain it? Okay, the current protocol, the NVMe, the faster protocol that we use now, they're directly connected to the CPU. Basically, like the all the controller in the CPU, maybe on PCI, on the chipset, whatever. I think they add extra circuitry, extra chip, so that it will not bottleneck the processor of the PlayStation itself. So they like offload the storage controller to a custom processor, custom controller for the SSD, I think.
Yeah.
They should still use NVMe because they already said they will support off-the-shelf products, right?
Yeah. The whole thing is still NVMe, but it's more that those connectors and the how you say it? Basically, think about it as the framing of the SSD. The inputs are the same.
Basically, a new framework for loading. They still use the same protocol. It's just different framework of transferring data instead of the standard way.
Yeah, and that's why that's the custom in the custom SSD. So it's technically sort of the SSD that you can buy out right now, but actually no. They've done some things on it.
Macam yes, tapi bukan.
Exactly.
Well, yes, but actually no.
But the weirdest thing
we'll see. We'll see about that.
The weirdest thing from that presentation is that Cerny is just he explained a lot of how the different controllers, stuff like that. And he just naturally just says, so obviously we've come to decide that 825 gigabytes is the most obvious choice for the size. Which, 825 gigabytes, obvious. I am still scratching.
Specific number.
Yeah, that's a weirdly specific number.
He just brushes it off, but also he explains that where they've done some not testing. They've done the numbers. They look into the numbers of how many games people are reinstalling, re-downloading. So the best sweet spot for them, without going too pricey and giving enough space within for the built-in PS5, is 825 gigs. So let's go with that explanation rather than, oh yeah, it's obviously like that because we have the configurations inside there.
Yeah, we can see they're cutting the margin really close.
What if it's like 835? Because that's exactly the total space for, hypothetically, if there was a Dead Space 3 remastered. Like, that would be
Embedded into the chip.
exact file size of all 3 games.
I just want them to remake Dead Space 3.
Dead Space pre-install.
The pre-install.
Just forget about that game.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We bury about Dead Space 3. Dead Space 1 and 2, okay.
What's this Space 3?
But-
Running another?
Okay, never mind.
Okay,
We are
yeah,
doing
okay.
good job.
Yeah, a bit joking aside. I like the modular weapon system in Dead Space 3, but it defeats the spirit. That's the thing. If it's different game,
It's not a survival horror. That was the problem.
If it's not Dead Space, I would love it.
Oh
That's
my
the thing.
god, I just realized what it is. It's the RE6 of Dead Space.
Yeah.
Well, at
If
least
it's
RE6
something
fine.
not Dead Space, it would be great.
RE2 remake and then RE4 and then RE6.
REX.
Wait, how do we get here? We were talking about
Okay.
SSDs.
Okay.
I think we can move on
Back,
to the next pillar, I guess, for the PS5 presentation.
Yeah, what was point number 2? We talked about ears. We talked about SSDs. What was the
Teraflops.
teraflops?
The flops.
Well,
Man, this has been a great few episodes for Anan because of all the console news that comes out every 2 weeks.
I mean, this is Anand's time to shine.
It's been silent for far too long.
That's why we force him to buy a Switch.
So yeah, teraflops. What's going on?
so yeah, like Mark Cerny said, it's just numbers. It's meaningless because you need to see it from a relative side. Like any statistic, whatever, any numbers, you need to see on the relative side. So what you do with that number. So Xbox can go up to 12, but at what point can you use that 12? Is it like you have how do I say this? Okay, maybe you can get better visuals. Can you? It depends on the like optimization and stuff. So PlayStation can go up to like 10 teraflops. Xbox can go 12. Like, what's the difference of the two? In a sense, yeah.
Anan, I see a problem with this. Takut, since PS4 is much better than Xbox, would there be a bottleneck for PS4? Since they have to build multi-console games then?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like kan the teraflops for PS4 is double the size of the Xbox? Less So like
Less.
doesn't that make basically a bottleneck? For
No.
big
Okay, I think it's like this. How do I say this? I think they scale it down to match the SSD, the GPU and stuff.
Yeah,
So that it doesn't go overboard.
That's
So, okay. We can go 12, but we just go 10 because if we go there's no point in going 12. Something like that, I believe. From what Mark Cerny said.
For the PS4 back compat, the way Cerny explained is that first they have grafted all the important PS4 bits into the PS5 chip, so compatibility is there already, built in. So it's not an extra chip. An extra PS4 chip would be much more expensive. But they liaise with AMD to say, we want this bit here. Please put it on there. Thank you. Alright, guys, tune, friends.
They rewrote the stats on the PS5 chip so that it would have PS4.
and
But the concern of the bottlenecking or it might be running too fast and stuff, they are already thinking about it, which is why they are testing the game. So it's not like you put in the PS4 game works. They have to do their QA and stuff like that to make sure the games all run as you expect. And they do have they offer PS4 mode and PS4 Pro mode if the game those games have PS4 Pro enhancements.
Oh god, Shadow of the Colossus is gonna look amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can run PS4 Pro mode on PS5.
God of
exactly.
War will not be a jet engine simulator.
Oh, on that Jet Engine Simulator kan, Cerny has also explained some cool bits on how they try to tackle that. So why it raises into a jet engine is because the PS4 uses more power, and when you use more power, it gets hotter. The fan must spin much faster, and sound go noisier like a jet engine. So what they are doing this time is that they are making the power output constant. They are delivering the same power on the PS5, but rather they change the frequency of the CPU and GPU operating. So by that way, they have a better gauge on how high the cooling need is required. So we won't have the fan spinning too loud anymore. We'll see if it works.
This reminds me of there was a MacBook a few years ago where they said to get rid of the noisy fan problem, we had it so that each fan operates at a certain frequency that cancels the noise from the other. Guess what? That laptop had an overheating problem.
So that's again.
I believe those are the 2011 MacBook Pro 15-inch.
Yes.
Because the GPU died.
Yeah.
Big ol' oof.
We'll see if the PS5 have blue rings of death or something. We'll see. Oh no, I've been jinxed.
No.
Oh my god.
You jinxed it, Avila. Sony dies next gen.
Oh god.
Sony dead.
No,
Sony's
you can buy the new Sony PS5 cooling unit, which is a mini fridge that you plug your
So that meme of the mini fish is real. They had to do it.
I would love that actually.
You know, the design for the PS4 dev kit, right? That's the unique V shape above.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna have a third party or first party accessory where you just prop in extra cooling fan up there. You already have the vents.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure those are fans. I'm pretty sure those V things
Yeah, that's probably going to be it. Is that it for PS5 talk?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the cliff notes. I've took the
That's the
notes.
cliff notes.
We've took the notes, so you don't have to.
We took the notes, so you don't have to. Yeah, no, it's great that he's out there talking to the tech people, because that does inspire a bit more confidence. Honestly, I don't really compare stats between the Xbox and the PS5 because it's like gear rarity in Diablo. They're both purples, or maybe legendary. They're gonna be the same tier. I think that's what he meant also by the whole don't bother about the 1210 teraflop thing, because you're getting gear. Your gear is definitely going to be this rarity. So all you console war fanboys, please find something new to pick a fight about, or better yet, just don't.
Yeah, play whatever you want.
Play whatever you want, man. Play Zelda for all we care. But
still, yeah. Microsoft, please install Windows 10 Xbox X, please. Windows 10.
I think isn't it confirmed?
No, it's just wishful hope. So,
you can say that it is running a certain version of Windows 10. They share some codes, but you don't.
Speaking of which,
not literally running the Windows 10 itself. Yet. Okay, Anna, I know what you're going into. More technical stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's get the technical stuff just one shot.
Okay. They also announced the future version of DirectX, the graphics API. So DirectX 12 Ultimate. So gonna share between Windows and Xbox. So basically, like easier development because you already have the Xbox Game Pass, right? For use for
Yeah.
PC and Xbox. So yeah, so it's gonna streamline the development for both with PC and Xbox games under the Universal Windows platform architecture. So yeah, we're gonna see more Xbox games in PC like simultaneously with that.
That's good.
Yeah, and Microsoft, please focus on Asian market. You're losing to Sony right now.
But you
You
see,
already
that's the
lost to
problem,
Sony.
right? Now it's like, why bother? We've all like, I can see. I don't agree with it, but I can see the mentality is like, why bother playing catch up at this point? Because like all of us were like, none of us are planning to get a Xbox. I imagine because we know.
That's the thing. They have the Trojan horse already. They have Xbox Game Pass. That's the
That is
best
true.
Trojan horse. I mean, if we don't buy Xbox, we can still support them in some ways by playing Xbox games. But yeah, they only put it on Singapore for now, so there are ways.
man.
There are ways.
I hope they put Xbox Game Pass on Switch. That
They
would
can.
be. Oh, they can't. Oh, fuck.
I think they can, but
Different library, of course.
selective game. Yeah,
Yeah.
different library.
Ah.
Maybe 360 games. Wink, wink.
Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. Nah,
Oh
more like
shit! I just remembered something that was supposed to be part of my Switch rant earlier, but we totally forgot. I was planning on playing Outer Worlds during this quarantine. Fucking Outer Worlds Switch version got delayed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the first casualties of all this. All of these events. Understandably.
Fucking hell.
Sad.
Understandable. Understandable. But
Yeah.
if you Google Outer Worlds Switch release date, it still says March 6th. And so I was all excited. I was like, I'm gonna go home and buy it. And then, yeah, it wasn't there. And I looked it up, and the first news headline was delay.
Oof.
Rip in peace. Guilty Gear has rollback. Yay!
Roll
For
back.
those who... So the we're not gonna get into specifics of netcode. Basically, there's two types of netcode. Japanese. No, but I am bringing down the hammer. We are killing the audience with technical. We are not extending this combo any further. Basically, the people who care about netcode got the netcode they wanted. And Guilty Gear is proving that they really are taking fan consideration into account, because the netcode was one of the things that on the subreddits we were like, guys, they're never gonna do netcode. Stop. Like, it's not gonna happen. Japanese devs will never implement rollback. And now they're saying, hey, we're implementing rollback. However, the upcoming beta for Guilty Gear will not contain the rollback, because the current beta build will still be using delay based, which is the other thing. If you want to know the difference between them,
can you educate us on what is rollback netcode? 'Cause I'm familiar with the FPS netcode. I'm not familiar with the fighting game.
Rollback is essentially the FPS netcode. It predicts, and then if it doesn't match up, it
Rollbacks.
it goes back. Yeah, it rolls back.
It rolls back.
Delay is they put a
Everyone gets lag.
Everyone gets lag. Lag socialism.
So it's not like a priority netcode like in first person shooter. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So that's why we want rollback, because that makes more sense. The problem is in Japan, delay works in Japan because Japan has amazing internet infrastructure, and that's why Japanese devs don't want to do rollback, because it's too much work for something that you don't need in Japan.
Mendokusai,
So yeah,
basically.
Yeah, that's the cliff notes. There's a lot of like resources online if you want the more technical explanations. I will not like kill you guys with that, because I'm not smart enough to deliver that.
You
But
know
yay,
what?
Guilty Gear.
We mentioned about rollback one time. So yeah, that's
We
a win.
did, yeah.
Remember, this is our power manifesting itself. I'm taking that credit.
Yeah. Now,
Rollback.
next step, Guilty Gear. Next step is air combos. Please bring back air combos. Dude, like, I played Grand Blue Versus, right? You don't realize how much you miss air combos until they're not there. Like, it doesn't even have to be like Marvel 2 air combos where they're super elaborate. Just let me do like A, B, C. That's it. Like, don't make me do the awkward stare down as we're both in the air and we can't do anything because neither of us can, you know? Please. Guilty Gear was not meant to be grounded and realistic. Let me do stupid shit in the air. Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC. Everyone break your PS4s right now. Destroy.
Bloodborne next.
I
Bloodborne
still
next,
don't
please.
understand why. Like,
Bloodborne.
why? I mean, why would you break something? You fucking fanboy.
Fanboys
Huh?
exposed. This is the push of the fanboys.
This is the worst day of
FFF.
my life.
Fanboy false flag operation.
Oh my god. Like, imagine if they, let's say, port over God of War to PC. There's probably going to be riots just because my boy Kratos is going to the PC.
Mm-hmm.
It is
But yes,
inevitable though. I mean, Death
Yeah, I
Stranding is
guess.
coming to PC. You know what engine it uses? Decima. Who made Decima? Guerrilla Games. What games did
Horizon.
Guerrilla Games make? Horizon, yeah.
Horizon.
Mhm.
It was
Also, our
inevitable
favorite
anyway.
game, Detroit, also coming to PC.
Not attached to Sony, by the way. So they are now their own thing. Good luck.
Yeah. But
Uh,
I think because Detroit is running on Unreal, kat tak salah. So yeah, it's probably easy.
Epic
Easy.
Games.
Mm.
Epic
Yeah,
Store.
that's why it's in Epic. That's why it's in Epic Games. Because it's running on Unreal. I noticed that like few months ago.
but yeah, I'd love for Bloodborne to come to PC as well. Just
So
because
that
Bloodborne's in a...
so that I
It's an
can play
amazing
60 FPS, turn off the motion
Oh
blur,
yeah, it does
boost
need
the
a 60
color,
FPS. God
mod the
damn.
shit out of it.
Oh my god. Bloodborne mods, go.
Mm.
Play as CJ as you killed Pearl Hunter.
Kill Big Smoke.
Kill Big Smoke. Yeah.
Wait, was that the Sekiro mod for that already?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
the Steam
put it on
mode for that.
Bloodborne, fine.
God, I'm just we're pretty much done. We're more or less done with the news. So I just wanted to include this one bit. So I've been playing Dark Souls 1, and God, I miss Bloodborne. Like the speed difference between Dark Souls 1
Yeah.
and Bloodborne is so...
I cannot play Dark Souls because I'm so used to Bloodborne. It's like I cannot play.
Dark Souls 3 is fine because it's still pretty fast. It's not Bloodborne fast, but it's still pretty
But it's
Dark
awkward.
Souls 1 is just no. It's a turn-based RPG compared to Bloodborne.
That's slow.
Yeah, I'm fighting Ornstein and Smile, and it's like I have to tell myself to only attack once after every block. It's like block, punish, and then circle back while my stamina regens. And because you don't have the step, you only have the roll. So I'm just like, this is too much.
If you're sluggish, basically.
It's so sluggish. The worst part is when I go back home and play Bloodborne, I'm going to be so used to Dark Souls by then, it's going to be like, this is too fast. So yeah. Oh wait, no, we do have one more news story. Xbox is selling a PS Vita apparently.
I think we talked about
Talk
that during Harvey.
So
Oh,
that's why I remove it. We can
Yeah.
end it.
Yeah, that's a podcast, guys. We ran a bit long on that one, but you know, good thing you have lots of time.
Don't we
Everyone
all?
Don't we? We should start doing a daily podcast now.
No.
Oh God.
I mean, weekly is already a stretch, though.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
even weekly. It's every 2 weeks.
This is every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So
so
already
2 weeks is the old format. We move to weekly now, so we can document the world ending.
What do you think? This is a Fallout punya apa? Video audio log or something?
Oh, that'd be so great. It's just like this audio log just doesn't end. It's just 2 hours of them talking.
Yeah, and apparently very prophetic too, for showing a lot of stuff that they do not know happening.
What the
Oh
fuck is
my
a teraflop?
That's
Is
the
it the
question. Like, what the fuck is a teraflop?
How many trillion failures do you have? 10
Okay.
trillion failures.
Oh yeah,
So-
the teraflop. Yeah, if a movie flop very hard, you should call it a teraflop.
Teraflop.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
That's a good one. That's yeah. So thumbnails, I guess. What if we have to put Potato Child. Potato Child is on the thumbnail.
Mark Cerny
Yeah.
in a lecture. Mark Cerny giving a lecture is the best template. Go.
Yeah, Mark.
Okay,
Mark
Mark
Cerny
Cerny,
giving-
and then the khatib punya tu.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Already going.
The rostrum yeah.
I
It
mean,
work.
I mean that picture. I just put the poll thing. That's enough to implicate something. To imply, not implicate. Sorry, that's another different meaning.
Pegang tongkat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The scepter.
The Tonkat has to have a PS4 controller on the head of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That can be work. That TV screen. Yeah, we put we put chowwood there.
Yeah,
Yep.
we put the potato there.
Mm.
What else? Something about Nemesis. We'll throw him in somewhere.
Yeah, we should do it somewhere.
And then
I don't know, mi kuning. Just
Yeah.
somewhere. I don't know.
The most oddball of inclusions, Mi Kuning.
Me
Yeah.
couldn't.
No, not Mi Kuning. There's another character.
Mikunin.
So a yellow Miku then.
Miku.
Yeah,
Mi
yeah.
Kuning.
Yellow
Super
Miku holding the
obscure.
credit card.
Oh my god, that's another shit post ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds like a good old thumbnail, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So social links, I guess. You can follow me on Twitter at Wamerol. I actually did shit on Patreon this month, so follow me
Yes.
patreon.com/Wamerol. Please give me money. This quarantine is not great. I require additional funds. I'm once again asking
Yeah, I want to get you the Bernie.
for financial support. Daniel, what's going on with you?
You can follow me on Twitter at ILRTFlaky. I've done a new review on Nekon's Overpass. It's okay, I guess. No, that's the TLDR. It's okay, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I guess it's a 7 in our book, apparently, so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very kind with okays. Unless it's left or life, that deserves the fire.
Ooh. Ooh, that still hurts a bit.
At least Square Enix is still fine with us. Even though we literally just throw it into the dumpster fire.
To be fair, though, like they knew they were just
I knew it was a fight test fair, okay.
They're like fair enough.
And also Demon X Machina, so I'm happy. Okay.
Yeah. What was Demon X fucking 7?
No, not as. I think it's a 7.
I'm gonna check that. Oh yeah, Anan, go
Yeah, so
link to your OnlyFans.
So yeah, hopefully by the time you hear this, I'm already set up for remote work because I still have to go outside
Oh no.
next
Yeah.
week. Yeah, to work. Yeah, I work as a software engineer in a bank. It's not fun. Okay, the street open and they coming. So yeah, pray for my health. Hopefully I didn't get anything.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, again, I'm everywhere and nowhere. Mac?
Oh boy. So, you
That
carried
was a
up
7.8, by the way.
close to an 8, so a strong 7. Cool. There are a bunch of reviews coming out on GamerMatters.com. I think Daniel is working on another one already as we speak.
Shut up.
I have one on the Lenovo Legion Y7000 gaming laptop. You can hear about it by next week. Also, I've done my impressions on that Trials of Mana demo. You can read up on that too. Yeah, I have put more visual evidence of the speak.
Ooh.
And depending on time and availability, I guess I would try and find some not opportunities. I will try to find some time to play a few of the games on the Steam Games Festival. Some of them are pretty cool. I saw Haven. Haven is from the makers of Fury. We mentioned that before. Wam, I think that game that you wrote about, Eternal Souls, I think there's a demo on PC right now as well. Not my kind of game, but it is on. Go ask someone who you know and try it out, I guess.
Yeah.
And a
Time
lot
to go time to go visit my girlfriend, yeah.
and a lot of I think the folks from Indonesia, Togi Productions, I think Coffee Talk is available there. Free
Yeah,
for
so,
limited
yeah,
time.
free demo, yeah.
Yeah, and a few other demos from those guys. They are doing cool indie stuff as well. So go check that out. And hopefully I have time to check that out and write some impressions on it. Depends on the availability. I think we have plenty of time. It's a matter of we can go through it or not. So that has been Dia.log, the Game Matters podcast.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, give Miku your credit card information because she needs money after her Coachella gig was cancelled.
Yeah, she just turned
Tell me
yellow.
to help.
She needs-
Let's end it
Is
there.
she-
That can go very wrong. Let's end it there. I just realized. Oh no. Stay safe, guys.
Stay safe. And remember, the passcode to the safe is 4428. There, now it's an audio.